Everybody ready, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Ladies? We good? All right then. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Taft City Council Successor Agency Joint Regularly Scheduled Meeting for Tuesday, July 7th, here at City Hall Council Chambers in Taft, California. Pursuant to the Governor's Executive Order N29-20, Taft City Council meetings will be held in the following manner, and we hope this is temporary. In order to protect our constituents, city officials, and city staff, all public meetings, until further notice, will be held closed to the public. City council meetings will be live streamed in real time to your YouTube channel by searching for City of Taft City Clerk on YouTube, or at this link, www.youtube.com/user/City of Taft. Public comments for city council meetings will be accepted in the following manner. Public comments will be accepted up until 5 p.m. the day of the meeting. Written comments may be dropped off in the drop box in front of City Hall. Comments may be emailed to the city clerk at ymayfield@cityoftaft.org. Made by phone to the city clerk's office at 661-763-1222. The comments received will be read into the record. Should a member of the public prefer to speak during the live portion of the meetings, they shall contact the city clerk prior to the time listed above and provide a contact phone number. Be available during the meeting times of 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. You will be contacted at the phone number you provide and placed on speaker to address the council during the meeting time. Hope everybody understands that. Don't forget, this is still your government, still your city. We want you involved in it. We're going to begin this evening's regularly scheduled meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by City Manager Craig Jones, followed by the invocation from Councilman Ed Whiting. If you join me, please.
Salute and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, as we look around the world today and in our country and our state, we are going through a lot of battles. We have COVID-19, riots, protests, killings, ambushes. It is hard not to see them and to know that there is a lot of pain and suffering going on right now. But Lord, we trust in you. We trust in your word. Please hold all of the first responders, the medical personnel, the politicians, everybody who's trying to do right by your name. Hold them in the palm of your hand. Keep them safe. Help them to do their jobs. Bring your wisdom down to all of us here at this city council. Please take care of everybody here on the west side as they come and go to work. And all of these praises and all of this glory belongs to you and to your Son. In his name, amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, may we have a roll call, please?
Mayor North?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Pryor?
Here.
Councilmember Bryant?
Here.
Councilmember Whiting?
Here.
And Councilmember Eveland is absent with notice.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we're going to begin this evening's meeting, item number 1, with a public hearing. Adopt resolutions authorizing Kern County Tax Collector to collect refuse charges and standby refuse charges for vacant commercial buildings. Comments are to be received as stated in the above policy. City Manager Jones, you have any comments on this?
No, I don't. Thank you.
All right, thanks, sir. I'm going to open this by opening the public hearing. There is nobody here, obviously, in the council chambers. Have we received any comments from the public in favor of or opposed to? Neither of them. All right. Therefore, I'm going to close this meeting. At this time, I would entertain a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft providing for collection of refuse charges by the county tax collector pursuant to Section 5473 et sec. Health and Safety Code, as well as a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft Providing for Collection of Standby Refuse Charges by the County Tax Collector pursuant to Section 5473 ETSEC Health and Safety Code."
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion, gentlemen?
None here, sir.
Councilman?
Nope.
No? Mayor Pro Tem?
Thank you.
All right. Very good then. I have a motion, a second. May we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Cryer,
Yes.
Councilmember Bryant,
Yes.
Councilmember Whiting,
Yes.
and Mayor North.
Yes, and that passes on a 4-0 vote. Missing one member. Thank you. Next item on the agenda, public hearing. Adopt resolutions authorizing Kern County Tax Collector to collect sewer charges and standby sewer charges for vacant commercial buildings. Comments are to be received as stated in the above policy. I'm going to go ahead and open the public hearing on this matter. Madam Clerk, did we receive any comments in support of or opposition to?
No, we did not.
All right, therefore, I will close the public hearing. And at this time, I would entertain a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft Providing for Collection of Sewer Charges by the County Tax Collector pursuant to Section 5473 ETSEC Health and Safety Code," as well as a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft Providing for Collection of Standby Sewer Charges by the County Tax Collector pursuant to Section 5473 ETSEC Health and Safety Code."
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion, gentlemen?
No, sir.
None? Mayor Pro Tem? All right, I have a motion and a second. May we have roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Cryer,
Yes.
Councilmember Bryant,
Yes.
Councilmember Whiting,
Yes.
and Mayor North.
Yes, and that passed on a 4-0 vote with one absent. Thank you. Next up, item number 3. Another public hearing. This is for Landscape Maintenance District Number 1. Comments are to be received as stated in the above policy. Recommendation is conduct a public hearing. Therefore, I will open said public hearing. Have we received any comments in favor of or opposition to this matter?
No, we have not.
No comments. Therefore, I will close the public hearing. I would entertain a motion to approve a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft Setting the Assessment for Landscape Maintenance District Number 1."
So moved.
And second.
I have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion?
No, sir.
All right,
No, sir.
all right, gentlemen, I have a motion and a second. May we have roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Cryer,
Yes.
Councilmember Bryant,
Yes.
Councilmember Whiting,
Yes.
and Mayor North.
Yes, that passed on a 4-0 vote, one absent, thank you. Okay, next up, citizen request public comments. Have we received any citizen requests or public comments?
No, we have not.
We have not. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to remind everybody out there in TV land, this is still your city, your government, your world. Don't be afraid to be a part of it in spite of the issues that we're going through with people getting out and about. All right, then we'll move forward onto item number 5, council statements, non-action. Councilman Whiting.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think I'd like to take this time to thank the entire West Side for standing by and helping us to put on our Independence Day celebration on the 4th. Despite the state's antics, despite COVID-19, despite all the rules, regulations that were forthcoming and whatnot, the people of the West Side managed to have a very nice celebration of our independence. And I can't begin to tell them thank you enough for that, and for everybody here for all their assistance to make that happen, including you, Mr. Mayor, for the flag raising that you do out there every year. You can see that thing for miles. And I think the West Side is one of the most patriotic cities that I've ever lived in, and it's a treasure to live here. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I would wholeheartedly agree. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Councilman Bryant.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just would second Councilman Whiting and thanking everybody, specifically the Chamber, the West Side Recreation and Park District, and the city, and of course all the fundraisers and donors. That's a monumental effort, especially in, about 4 weeks' time, to basically
That's
raise about $20,000 and to have a hell of a show. I mean, see all the cars were lined up, not only along Cedar Street, but I heard there were cars lined up along Taft Highway. Who knows where else they were sitting? But it's it's a sight to see. When you go around town, you see flags waving, it's just something that really tugs at your heart and makes you proud to be an American. I did want to follow up on one other thing and just remind folks, please support local business. With everything continuing to be in flux and almost going backwards in terms of our reopening, those folks are going to be hit much harder or basically back to where they were as we got into this pandemic. And those are the same folks who support events like this fireworks show. So they need every dollar that you can get. I applaud their creativity and their flexibility in a time like this. And I just look forward to everyone to support them as much as you can. Eat outside. It's a new modified takeout. Buy at your local hardware store or wherever else you can. Let's keep those sales tax dollars local and support your local businessmen. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Absolutely, very good, thank you, sir. Mayor Pro Tem Cryer.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, we had a fantastic fireworks display this year. Excellent. You didn't see anybody burn down cars, break into homes, tear them up. We're a very peaceful portion of town we have here, and we believe in our Constitution and our amendments, and we're very fortunate to have a city like we have now here. And because you go all over the place, you think we have a beginning of a revolution going on in our country right now. I don't want to go into details and that till later, because they will. There's much freedom of speech that we had in the past. Like when you say you're automatic, you're a racist, we can't say too much. But anyway, Taft is one of the safest cities to be at, with the greatest police force department in the world right here. I can walk out, girls can walk out on the trails, not get attacked, and no break-in. It's just been fantastic in this town, and I appreciate what our community involvement, our businesses, supporting our 4th of July, supporting people who are down and out. They help out, give their hearts out to everybody. It makes you very proud to be here, and surprised not more citizens wanting to move in our town, because it's one fantastic place to stay.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I think we'll all second that motion for sure.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this shirt again today, not because I'm looking forward to the 4th of July, but I'm going to celebrate the quality celebration that we had for the 4th of July. Like everybody here said, in a very short period of time relative to usually how long we have to put this thing together and put it in place, in spite of all the additional roadblocks and hoops we had to jump through to gather the money. The chamber did an outstanding job. Public Works did an outstanding job. Everybody involved in the planning process, the city manager, Taft PD, in concert with other law enforcement and emergency response personnel, fire department. Matt Constantine got involved from Kern County Health because we couldn't get a road closure permit until he issued a letter, and all that happened very, very quickly. So in spite of the fact that almost everybody else was not able to celebrate Independence Day with fireworks like we traditionally do, we did here in the city of Taft. We did because everybody made it happen. That's the way we do it around here. So I was so pleased and so proud, just like all the rest of you, that we did that, and the level of quality that was brought forth. And I'm telling you, like you said, there were people parked all over. There were the Twin Palms, and I got texts from guys on 25 Hills, so they're on both sides of Midway Valley and everywhere else. And everybody enjoyed it. I myself and my family and friends and grandchildren, I like being front and center because I want the embers to land in my lap. And by golly, I was there, and I love those 4-inch mortars. So congratulations to everybody for being a part of the effort and celebrating our independence in spite of what's going on all around the world. So thank you all for making that happen. I appreciate that. And with that, we'll move forward to City Manager statement. City Manager Jones.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to comment on some vandalism that's taken place up on Rails to Trails and Fifth Street Plaza. Just want to remind folks that the council passed a resolution a number of years ago offering $1,000 reward for information leading to an arrest for those types of vandalisms. So just wanted to remind everybody, it's been a while, we have our signs up there, but that offer still stands because it's still on the books. So
Very good point.
we had an individual that decided to drive up and down Fish Street Plaza, tearing up all the grass, and then, of course, the graffiti on our beautiful pumping unit, stonework. So just want to remind folks to keep your eye open. If you see something, call the police. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'll elaborate a little bit on that. I do not care what you write or where your mind is or how sincere you are. If you write using a spray paint can and you write on something that is not your personal property, you are committing a crime. And this is a community of laws, and we will abide by those laws. So do not think for 1 second that you are an activist if you are involved in criminal activities. You will face the full brunt of the law, and don't do it. If you feel the need, put it on a sign and walk up and down rails to trails.
And I do believe, even though the chief's not here, Councilman Whiting would contest that some things are included in hate crimes, depending on what you write.
Okay.
That's
It
fact.
can be heavy consequences for those types of
We
activities.
have far too beautiful a city to have it destroyed by anybody's graffiti. So no, that's not appreciated, nor will it be tolerated. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
City Attorney statements. City Attorney Epperson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, no statement.
No statement. All right, thank you, sir. Future agenda requests this evening, gentlemen.
None here.
None? All right then, we'll move forward. All right, at this time, it's consent calendar time. Consent calendar items 9 through 15. All items listed on the consent calendar shall be considered routine and will be enacted by one roll call vote. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the City Council requests specific items to be removed from the consent calendar for separate action. Any item removed from the consent calendar will be considered after the regular business items. Those items are, this evening, item number 9, the minutes from the June 16th regular meeting. Item number 10, the payment of bills. Item number 11, the treasurer's reports. Item number 12, the recommendation there is a motion to receive and file the treasurer's report for the months of March and April 2020. Item number 12, designation of conflict of interest statement filers and assignment of disclosure categories pursuant to the Political Reform Act of 1974. Recommendation there is a motion to accept the 2020 local agency biennial notice and adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft designated positions required to file conflict of interest statements pursuant to the Political Reform Act of 1974, assigning disclosure categories and repealing and replacing resolution number 3914-18. Item 13 is the adoption and establishment of updated rules of conduct for City Council meetings, proceedings, and business. Recommendation there is a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft adopting and establishing rules for the conduct of its meetings, proceedings, and business, and repealing and replacing resolution number 3173-09. Item 14, amending and updating policies pertaining to standing committees. Recommendation is a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft amending and updating administrative policies pertaining to standing committees." Then finally, item 15, the Low Carbon Transit Operations Program, LCTOP, fiscal year 2019-20, certifications and assurances and authorized agent forms for zero emissions transit buses and related support infrastructure project. Recommendation there is a motion to adopt a resolution entitled, "A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Taft authorizing the execution of the certifications and assurances and authorized agent forms for the Low Carbon Transit Operations Program, LCTOP, fiscal year 2019-2020 for the following project: purchase of 2 zero-emission transit buses and related support infrastructure project using $23,537 in LCTOP funds." Does any member of the council wish to remove any of these items from the consent calendar?
None here.
Hearing none, at this time I would entertain a motion to approve consent calendar items 9 through 15.
Motion?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. May I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Pro Tem Cryer,
Yes.
Councilmember Bryant,
Yes.
Councilmember Whiting,
Yes?
and Mayor Nora.
Yes, and that passes on a 4-0 vote with one absent. All right, believe it or not, gentlemen, that leads us to the end of our open session. Before I go, once again, I want to thank Renee Hill of Old School for all the red, white, and blue decorations that we have here, and thanks for working with Yvette Mayfield, our incredible city clerk, to keep things festive and in season. So go see her, shop local, just like Councilman Bryan said. Thank you all. We're going into closed session at this time for 3 items. A, threat to public services. Consultation regarding COVID-19 impacts to public facilities and services, Government Code Section 54957. Item B, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, Government Code Section 54956.9B, 2 potential cases. And finally, item C, conference with labor negotiator Craig Jones, city manager, Government Code 54957.6, all units. Thank you all. Thanks again for being a part of our Independence Day celebration. Good night. We're going into closed session.